range today. Haven't been seeing a lot of videos over this, so I figured, why not? I'm going to give you a review of my personal opinion. Remember, opinions are, you know what they say. Anyway, I jumped on the bandwagon. I started playing with long range shooting. I started out with a 22 long rifle. I wanted to shoot 400 yards. I did that, so I wanted to go further, push myself. I decided to go with a 300 Win Mag. I've been able to get 878 yards, which is where my range is set up and marked out at the berm is 878. I went ahead and did something I didn't think I would ever do and got a 6.5 Creedmoor. Start playing at long range. I actually have a, as you can see set back here, this is the Savage 110 Trail Hunter. I do have my AB suppressor on the end of it. It's nothing fancy. Overmolded stock. Do have a dope card, Vortex Venom, 5-25 by 56. We've been playing with some rounds. I've used the 147 ELDMs. Gave that a shot. They shot fairly well out of this gun, but not as well as everybody was saying they do out of pretty much all guns. So I went ahead and I've tried the Winchester White Box OGM open tip match, 125 grain. They did fantastic out to about the 600 yard mark. At 600 they did good. Beyond that they started falling apart. Ballistically they just weren't staying consistent enough. So we're playing with some more, and we are starting with this round that we've got. Is, hopefully you guys can see that, that is a Fiocchi 129 grain using an SST, Hornady SST. I prefer Hornady. I've used Hornady for a lot of years with reloading, doing my own hand loads and such. I deer hunt with an 87 grain out of a 243 is what I usually take deer with, but that's neither here nor there. I am going to give you something that they are not putting on YouTube. I haven't found any videos showing me any kind of shooting of this gun. I've seen some of the light. So let's get to playing, see what happens. Like I said, I've got my dope card, which is for the 147. So we're gonna have a little bit of adjustment on here, but we're gonna play with it. We're gonna see what we got. Wind is blowing decent. I am using the Hornady ballistics calculator. I know I'm not a professional. That's okay. If you guys haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. It doesn't cost anything. It does help me get some views out there. I've been watching a lot of Hootie Hoo. Like Hootie Hoo, gives me a lot of good information on ammo. He's kind of, we're cut from the same cloth as we're both on a budget, so picking up this 110 Trail Hunter was fairly cheap to be able to sling some rounds down range. Let's see what we got here. See what my wind's looking like. It's coming over my left shoulder, which is going to be out of the northeast. It's right at about 80 degrees out here today. We had a cold front come through yesterday, so that helps. It's not 4,000 degrees out. Looks like we got a northeast. It's showing 8 miles an hour. It feels like it's blowing a little more than that. But if we go out of the northeast, and we're going to go wind speed, and this is the calculator I'm using, guys. It's just Hornady. It's the general calculator. We're going to go ahead and let's back this down. Actually, you know what? Let's verify 0 at 100. I'm going to send around at 100 and make sure that we're still on. Then we're going to back it out to, we'll just go ahead and jump straight to 400. My range is set up. It's an awesome range, by the way. It's called Between Rivers. John does a great job out here keeping everything cleaned up, keeping targets marked out. Everybody, for the most part, is good about picking up their trash, their empties, and such. Everybody knows that if we don't, then it's going to get closed down. So thank you, John, for everything that you've done. Try to show you guys. It's kind of hard to see, but he's got some windage flags up. He's got berms, concrete barriers. It's a good setup. It does cost a little bit, but that's okay. So we're gonna get to this here. Let's see. Got to get on my calculator here. I've got a Hornady 6.5 millimeter. The closest thing I'm gonna have is gonna be an ELDM, ELD match. We're going to use that, but I don't think that's going to be correct. For the 147 ELDM, I'm showing 7.36 MOA to get to my 400 mark. This is actually telling me that I'm going to need 8.15. So let's verify 0, and then we'll start slinging down range. Kind of a crazy little bullet. Been around for quite a while now. I think they came around 2007. Of course, everybody's going to the PRC round now, but that's okay. These barrels, I'd heard a lot of horror stories about burning riflings out and such. Between 1,500 and 1,800 shots. However, I personally know of at least one 6.5 that is a Ruger that has been shot numerous times. He is actually over 2,000 rounds and still has not burnt the barrel out. So here we go. Let's verify 0 at 100. Get my parallax adjusted here. I should have put up a new piece of paper, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and we're going to send one and see how we do. Okay, so 100 yards with the 129 is actually 0. Awesome. So let's get to playing. We're going to jump straight out. I'm going to go ahead and go 7.3 on my dope, just for the simple fact we're going to test it out and see just how close these are to the 147s. Am I a professional? Absolutely not. Do I like sending rounds? Absolutely. It's a fun deal for me. It's telling me I need to be -1 MOA, 1.27 on my app. So I need to be 1.27 to the left. So there's 1. We're gonna go 1 1/4, and we're gonna hit this 400 yard target Let's see, it is a full-size IPSC. Yeah, let's see if we can hear some steel ring. That is an impact, 400 yards. It's hard to tell exactly where it impacted, just because of the fact that there's so many rounds that have hit it. Probably couldn't hurt for a fresh coat of some white paint. A little spray paint never hurt anybody. Let's go ahead and back it out to the 600 yard mark. So we are at 14. 14.16 is the dope that I have. We're gonna see if we can get out their ways. So this is telling me I need 2.07. It's actually reading 15.6 MOA, which I'm not sure how they're getting that here. Everything's looking correct. Okay, let's neither here nor. So in conclusion, guys, if you'll notice, it's pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie, it's good money. It's for something that I like to do. Why do I want to shoot long range? Who knows? Nobody really knows why I do it, but it's probably one of the best purchases I've made. I've spent some time on the range. I was looking for something I could hunt with, but I could also shoot flat trajectory with not a lot of recoil, because I want to be able to see my own hits. Yeah, in conclusion, I'm glad I jumped on the bandwagon. I'm glad I finally did it. I've made some pretty far shots. I've definitely increased my personal best. Definitely worth the money. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars in order to shoot long range if you choose to. Get out there, have fun. Again, if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. I do appreciate all of my followers. Yeah, I'm debating on doing reviews of all of my weapons. Hootie's got me kind of leaning that way. Blame it on him. If you don't know who is, please go to his channel and make sure to subscribe to him as well. He puts out very good content.